Right, this one's a little bit shorter, you'll be pleased to hear, and handheld. It's my day off and I'm at home, and I can't find anywhere to do this, so it's a bit awkward. What I'm going to do is just quickly talk about what I did last night, really. After reading the James's story, or the little bit of his story, I got home and loads more ideas came to me, and an idea that has been in my back of my head for a long time resurfaced, and I've used it in the idea. Not saying what it is, but it's something that I think is really, really exciting. Now, I know a lot of people get annoyed by that. I do seem to annoy people by my excitism. They seem as, I don't know, they don't like it. But I'm really excited about it, and but it might not be found. There's something hidden in the story. I think it is so obvious. It's like a steamroller that's flashing over you. Or is it a steam train? I think it's a steam train. A steamroller. It's nearly here. I better get out of the way. Anyway. So yes, these are the actual thing. The name's changed. His name now is Alex. No, it's not. It's Axel Burgess, and I'm going to try to see if this works. I don't know if this works with the screen, but it should do. This is his date of birth is the 13th of the 6th, 1972. He lives at 9 Beethoven Street, Cadacombe, and he works for, and I might not pronounce this correctly, Ludvico Plastics in Alexander Way, Cadacombe. And his telephone number is 655321. So his story is slightly changed, and I shall read it now for you. Well, actually, if I go like this, you can actually see it, and I'll read it. So it says, to everyone in Cadacombe, Alex was just a shadow, a whisper of a man. He said very little, but for a slight tick-tock flicking of tongue to the roof of the mouth. He worked at Ludovico Plastics, answering just yes and no between ticks and tocks, but he worked hard and had never had a day off sick. Co-workers learned it was best not to try to engage. Morning and good night were replaced with silence. The ticking and tocking all started many years ago when Axel found a box on his doorstep. Inside a clock, a clam travel clock, salmon pink case, gold-plated surround. The first time he wound it up, he heard the sound. He heard it he'd been waiting for. For such a little clock, the tick-tock stamped out a seconds like a tapped shoes. As Axel sat there listening, he realised it was a countdown to the end. To most people, this would be a shocking thing. For Axel, it was a feeling of peace. Another second closer, a minute, an hour, a day, till he could stop trying, till he could stop being silence at last. The next day, he brought another. The day after that, a third. Charity shops, eBay, all that mattered was that they had loud ticks, loud tocks. They took the mantelpiece at first, ticking away. Alex rocking from side to side on the edge of his chair, for once no longer feeling sick or dizzy, his mind free for a little while. Wall clocks were next, nails stabbed into walls to hang them. Didn't matter what time they said, just as long as they gave the anonymous announcement of another passing second. Once the clocks filled the walls, the television could be watched again. It had stopped mocking him. The lady from the one show had stopped winking and teasing. When the clocks ticked, he couldn't hear the voices. For that time, he was at peace. But he had to still go to work, and the voices and grins were waiting at his front door, ready to shout and scream. Just the tick-tock of his tongue kept that at bay, till he could open his front door to his countdown machines to silence. It's still pretty bad, isn't it? But basically, what I'm hoping that will be is that you will see clues in there. There are hidden clues in there to something. I'll just give another thing on his details on there. And everything in Cadacombe is going to have the same levels. I've come up with actually another story that's linked to him, and how they make the pears idea I said yesterday. So yeah, so that's what I did last night. Didn't make anything. I did a few sketches yesterday as well of where he lived and the house he lives in, and there's a bit of graffiti going to be on there, and it's going to say something like, I don't know, beware of the drugs or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. So anyway, that's it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.